came to our shop, and they wanted to make a show of what we do. And the show ended up being Pit My Ride. And we were at West Coast Customs, and we were building cars, and we got crazier, crazier, and crazier. And then the show got really popular, and I didn't know how famous we are, and I still don't know how famous we are because I still work on cars all day. And I go from country, I went to Canada last year for the first time, and I go down to Mexico, and I talk to the kids about, you know, staying in school and making everything positive, and, you know, and chasing your dream. And it's really, really important for kids to just chase their dreams. That's what I'm really about.
You told me, you told me the other day that you travel around the country doing this.
Oh yeah.
So
I love, you know, I have a website, cmimadmike.com, and people email me all the time with cars that they have in their backyards and stuff. And what I do, there's a bus, a school bus in Newark, New Jersey. And me and my buddy Adolph, they emailed us, and we went down there, and the bus was jacked up. So this is on the other side of the country, and we thought it was cool. Would be cool if we could pimp out a bus on the other side of the country. So we got all our sponsors together, and we moved out to New Jersey for a couple of months, and we pimped out the bus, and everything was free. And that's the cool thing about it. We get to do everything, the sponsor base, and it's free, and we get to do what we really love to do, which is hooking up rides. And down for, not to mention that, the victims of Katrina, there was a kid down there, he had brain cancer or something like that. He emailed me, and he wanted me to come down there, and once again, we went down there, and we took over one of my buddy's shops down there, hooked his car up, and it's so much fun doing this stuff. So right now, I'm doing 3 cars down in Mexico, I'm doing a car up in Canada, so I get to fly around the country. The sponsors fly me around the country, and when we get back to the sponsors, hey, they can be involved. And then we get the kids in the community and teach them how to paint cars, sand, hook up stereos, work on engines. So we're just giving back, and we're teaching people that this is really fun to do.
you know, I had Mike come today, and when he told me this story, I knew that I wanted him up here to share, because he's not only learning to do it and become well known, but when you said, I don't know how famous you are, but nobody's asking to take my picture with them, okay? They're asking to take your picture with them. But the deal is he's learned. He's learned something, he's turned around, now he's helping other people do the same. Let me tell you, between all the car owners that are on this street, all of you that are in this crowd who have achieved some level of success at what you do, need to find some young person to mentor. You don't have to worry about mentoring 30 at a time like he might do. You just got to find one person, one young person, and come alongside them and help them bypass all the trappings of life and get them focused on something in the future. And that's why I liked what he did. Now he goes all over the country, oftentimes at his own expense, and he'll do all these things just to give back. Is he doing okay for himself? He does wonderfully for himself. But he's also learned he found an opportunity to turn around and help other kids get a vision and a focus of what could be, not what is today. And you know what it tells me also? It's a illustration of that you don't let your past dictate your future. He came out of Compton, he came out of a bad neighborhood. He told me stories I can't retell here, but I'm telling you, but he came out of it. He said, I don't want to do this. You tell it.
Yeah, I mean, for real, I had chances and chances and chances when in high school, you know, to drive the Mercedes, to drive the Rolls Royce, because when I was growing up back in 1986, 87, crack was really, really popular. And all the young kids, I mean, my age back then, they were all driving Mercedes and Porsches, and you know, I seen kids go from riding 10-speed bicycles to having mansions, staying up here in Hollywood, which I never ever thought in my life that I could even drive up these streets. You know, we used to cruise Hollywood Boulevard and get pulled over by the police, and we like, man, we going back to Compton because it's crazy over here. And it just, now that I'm who I am, I get a chance to live up in those hills. And it's pretty nice, but guess what? I'm always back at the Compton swap meet, man, chilling with the homies, because that's where I'm from. And always, I want you guys to remember, never ever forget where you came from. And always go back and give back to the homies in the hood. You know, you got it, the dudes that's on the block, the girls that's on the block doing the same thing, you know, grab them by their shoulder and say, hey, there's another way. And come out and show them a better way.
That's it. Well, you guys give a big warm round of applause for Mad Mike.
Sure.
Mike, thank you so much for coming. I know you're busy. I know you've got 1,000 opportunities to go speak, but I'm thanking you on behalf of every teenager that's in sound of your voice, that they'll catch what you're trying to say and do something with it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Another round for Mad Mike. You know, I didn't even tell you who I am. My name is Ron Radicke. My wife Judy and I, we run the Oasis here. We work with children and teens in Hollywood now. This is our 30th anniversary year. We work with kids from 5 through 19 years of age, and last year over 2,100 different kids came through our programs. This program, because we deal with teenagers, we're just, how shall I say, more acutely aware of the need of direction for these young people growing up. All right?